Racing between cafes has long become an illegal activity of the past, but the iconic motorcycle designs that originated from this culture live on. Today we have prepared for you yet another batch of new cafe racers that go far beyond cowls and single seats. So subscribe to Automotive Territory, ring the bell, and let's explore this legendary family of motorcycles. Enjoy the ride! Honda Hawk 11. This bike became the centerpiece of Honda's lineup at the 2022 Tokyo Motorcycle Show. For now, it will be a Japan-only model, but bikers around the globe can hope that the Hawk will eventually break the shackles of the home market since its engine meets all the international emission requirements. In essence, this is yet another Honda built around the steel semi-double cradle frame and parallel twin engine that already powers the Africa Twin and NT1100. The 1082cc liquid-cooled parallel twin with a ride-by-wire is still estimated to make 100 horsepower and 77 pound-feet of torque. But here, a semi-automatic DCT is not on offer, leaving the 6-speed manual as a sole transmission option. The stretched ergonomics of this cafe racer can accommodate a wide variety of riders, from as short as 5 feet 1. Lastly, up front the Hawk gets its own Showa CFF BP fork and Nissan 4-piston radial calipers with 310mm rotors. Triumph Speed Triple 1200RR. This bike is a quintessential speed triple that takes the unmatched super naked capability of a 1200 RS and spices it up with the iconic cafe racer styling. The Triumph 1200RR has a classic solo headlight and sharp cowling that ensures better wind protection. A more aggressive riding position is achieved with the help of new clip-on handlebars and repositioned foot pegs. The Speed Triple 1200RR is powered by the familiar 1160cc 3-cylinder that delivers 177 horses and peaks at 92 pound-feet at 9000 rpm. The mill is paired with a competent 6-speed gearbox and up-and-down quick shifter. Superior on-track performance comes from a cutting-edge suspension setup represented by Öhlins fully adjustable 43mm fork and piggyback reservoir shock. Both are equipped with a smart EC 2.0 software responsible for electronic control of compression and rebound damping adjustment. Finally, we should mention Brembo's Stelema brakes with 320 and 220mm discs, lean-sensitive traction control, and a full-color 5-inch TFT screen. Cafe Racer Dreams CRD 128. Celebrating their 10th anniversary, the Spanish Cafe Racer Dreams expand their in-house collection of retro-themed motorcycles. The custom CRD 128 pays tribute to the golden decade of Spanish off-roading in the 1970s and derives inspiration from the 1977 Baltico Frontera 370 with the limited gold medal livery. The special build sources the original gas tank, including the iconic thumbs-up tank cap. It also gets a retro headlight and a headlight cowl. The BMW logo on the sides is added in honor of the BMW R80RT, which was used as a donor for this project. Adding to the unique look are short super trap pipes, a solo seat, and a rear-mounted number plate. On the mechanical front, the bike gets a set of bank carburetors finished in gold, Showa's 43mm fork, Hagan shock absorbers, and 4-piston radial calipers by Nissan. The stock engine was fully reassembled and restored, so we can assume that the 2-cylinder boxer delivers the original 50 horsepower. Prove that you're a true fan of cafe racers or simply support Automotive Territory by liking this video. Thank you for your feedback. Let's keep rolling. MV Agusta Superveloce S. Ever since the introduction in 2018, the neo-retro Superveloce series has been a smash hit within Agusta's 800cc range. This model year brings along Euro 5 homologation for the engine and an all-new Superveloce S trim. This bike gets the same 3-cylinder 4-stroke with a counter-rotating crankshaft that already powers the Brutali 800. It was enhanced with the tappets and titanium valve guides, plus a special DLC coating to dampen friction. Fortunately, compliance with emission standards does not tamper with the performance of the Super Café Racer. Hence, 147 HP at 13,000 RPM and 65 pound-feet are still on tap. The Superveloce S package means a dedicated white color with the golden accents, spoked tubeless wheels, racing kit, Alcantara leather seat, and aero exhaust. Lastly, Innovia IMU with the cornering Continental MK100 ABS and a new 5.5-inch color TFT screen with the GPS becomes standard equipment. Earth Moto Dzivaak. The latest creation by the Slovakian Earth Motorcycles continues their tradition of building high-end minimalist bikes tailored to their clients' tiniest wishes. In case of the Dzivaak, the project started its life as a 1989 BMW R90T that was stripped down and recreated with a new bodywork, several chassis mods, and a renewed engine. The bike received a custom laser-cut subframe and a 3-piece seat pan. Its suspension was enhanced with a new YSS rear monoshock and 2-inch shorter front forks. Plus, the wheels were made lighter and were wrapped in fresh tires from Shinko. Finally, the bike was fitted with a new LED headlight with a yellow cover and a brown leather seat. Royal Enfield 650 Continental GT Racer by Buck Motorcycles. There are many reasons to consider the Royal Enfield's Café Racer. This bike offers a lot of nostalgia styling, blended with comfortable riding experience and affordable price. However, it has always lacked a bit of a punch on the road, since the stock parallel twin with 48 horsepower is factory-tailored for the cost-effective maintenance. The French-based Buck addressed this issue with the help of SNS engine mods. With the increased bore by 12mm, boosted compression, new camshaft and a reinforced clutch, the total output reaches 70 ponies, while the displacement grows to 865cc. To add some visual sportiness, Buck adds a new single seat, shortens the stock exhaust pipes, and upgrades the suspension with the blacked-out Öhlins forks and shocks. Special 17-inch wheels now rely on a complete Behringer brake kit. Buck will also offer 2 trims for the 650 Continental GT, where the base racer is likely to offer only exterior upgrades, while the power modifications will be exclusive for the Racer LTD model. Hookie Silver ANT. Designed to drag race at the all-electric division of the Glamsec 101 Festival, this build by the Dresden-based Hookie presents the Swedish Cake Osa as their new customization platform. The bike keeps its usual electric components, including a 13-horsepower motor and a battery pack with 52 miles, but it does gain new aluminum bodywork and loses its seat altogether. The Osa's forks are modified, the brakes are enhanced with the Magura brake levers, and the wheels are wrapped in new Michelin street tires. Since the Silver ANT was destined for the short urban races, it also gets an ultra-low clip-on handlebar that changes the rider's position to maximize aerodynamics. Lastly, we should mention the two-wheeler's new lighting system with the embedded LED matrices. Aris Modena Bullet. Exotic supercars, custom restorations, and surely handcrafted motorcycle builds. The Modena native Aris design are proficient in all these spheres, and one of their latest endeavors is this Café Racer based on the stock BMW R90. Limited to 25 units, the Bullet favors classic design elements like bubble fairing, reshaped tank, and a sharp tail with a short seat. The latter comes wrapped in genuine leather. Same is true for the grips and tank strap. Aris engineers swapped the rear shock for a fully adjustable unit, installed clip-ons, and trashed the airbox and air intake to replace them with two conical air filters attached to each cylinder head. The usual air and oil-cooled 1170cc boxer is now mated to a custom 2-into-2 exhaust system, plus the control unit is remapped. The Café Racer styling is finished with custom mirrors, pegs, and a unique livery. Purpose-built Moto XS650 Café Racer. This one-of-a-kind project is a part of the Australian company's signature series that reimagines old-school bikes with a modern spin. The project starts with a 1973 Yamaha XS650 that purpose-built client received from his grandfather. First, the bike gets thoroughly cleaned and rebuilt using original and new components. The stock Marzocchi piggyback shocks were stripped and hydroblasted, while at the front the new 78mm Siriani forks were installed. The wheels were recreated with 18-inch Borrani rims, the rear brake was left untouched, and the front brake was replaced by a 230mm Robinson drum unit. The custom bikini fairing houses a 4.5-inch LED headlight. There is a new 2-into-1 stainless steel exhaust, and the engine was treated with a 700cc Hus racing kit and Mikuni VM34 carbs. This update raised the bike's output to 52 horses. Debolex DB25. Back in 1990s, the Ducati Monster was created by Miguel Galuzzi, who got rid of the 888 Superbike fairing and exposed the beautiful 900 SS engine. This time, however, the world's original naked motorcycle is being dressed, and its powerful Testostrata V-twin is covered with a unique carbon fiber bodywork once again. The UK custom workshop Debolex Engineering first developed a DB25A prototype by shaping new aluminum bodywork onto the 2021 Monster chassis. Then, the team created molds and reproduced 100 parts, 21 in a fancy composite, 25 were CNC machined, and 60 were laser cut from a sheet metal. For even more weight savings, the crew even fabricated a single-piece aluminum subframe. The final creation has Café Racer looks, Maxton suspension, Dimag wheels, and an SC Project exhaust. Plus, to make their bike one-of-a-kind, each buyer can choose among dozens of customization options, including colors, exhaust type, and a headlight cover. Norton Motorcycles V4CR. The iconic British brand carries on with the efforts to resurrect its lineup using the funds supplied by the Indian TVS Motors after the 2020 takeover. Preliminary data suggests that the model will acquire the 185 horsepower 1200cc V4 engine. Notably, it is the same liquid-cooled 72-degree mill as the one used on the previously unveiled V4 SV Superbike. The Norton V4 Café Racer has polished billet aluminum swing arm and frame. The fuel tank and body panels are made of carbon fiber. The rest of the componentry has not been disclosed yet, but since the company plans to lead in the niche of handcrafted superbikes, the package must be impressive. I truly want to hear you out in the comment section, so mention your favorite model down below and evaluate the overall situation in the class of Café Racers. Smash the like button and subscribe to Automotive Territory if you haven't already. More informative content is waiting for you beyond the suggested links. May the torque be with you, and glory to Ukraine!